meeting as it is happening. Members are reminded to mute their microphones unless asked to speak. This helps prevent any background noise from interfering with the meeting. Members are asked to refrain from speaking across each other. If you wish to ask a question or make a comment, please indicate this via the chat or hand function on Teams. The Executive Support Officer, that's Lynn, will conduct a roll call of members before consideration of business commences. Officers will be invited individually to deliver their papers. At the end of each paper, I will refer to the chat function to address any comments or questions. When discussions on a paper are completed, I will then ask for a proposer and a seconder, and then members will be asked to propose and second via the chat function. Once the recommendations have been proposed and seconded, Lynn will conduct a roll call to register members' votes, i.e. for, against or abstain. I will then confirm the result of the vote. And I will then move to the next paper and invite the next officer to speak. Right, that's that out of the way. So we'll move on to the agenda now. I want to ask Lynn to conduct the roll call.
Thank you, Chair. So if members could just answer to the names, please. Councillor Adams.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Blundell.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Carter.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Councillor D has given apologies. Councillor Hartin.
Yes, present.
Thank you. Councillor Lavery.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Mellings.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Milner has given apologies. Councillor Minery.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Pardy.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Price.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Roberts.
Present.
Thank you. Councillor Sahota has given apologies. Councillor Thompson.
Present.
Thank you. And Councillor Wynne.
Present.
Thank you. That's the roll call complete, Chair.
Thank you very much. Well, what I will do now is just formally welcome Officer Dan Quinn to his first Fire Authority meeting as the ACFO, if you like, Assistant Chief Fire Officer. We have had some discussions already with Dan. He's been a short time now. It's always very, very pleasant to welcome new people to our authority and to our fire service. So Dan, an official welcome on behalf of all of us. I'm sure you've already settled in well.
Thrown in at the deep end. I'm still swimming, so that's really positive.
Thank you very much indeed. I'll also want to welcome Paul Martin, who's the Deputy Clerk and Monitoring Officer. Anthea Lowe is not available, but it's always a pleasure to see Paul. Worked with Paul for a while now, particularly in terms of where we go for the future. So Paul's very, very welcome to join us. So welcome this afternoon, Paul.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you very much.
Right. So I'll just make sure there's a proposal and seconder for all the items, as I've said, and we'll move forward now onto the physical and actual agenda. Right. Apologies for absence, Lynn.
Thank you, Chair. So we've got Councillors D, Sahota and Milner.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, excuse me while I read the formal disclosable pecuniary interests. Members are reminded that they must not participate in the discussion of or voting on any matter in which they have a disclosable pecuniary interest and should leave the room prior to the commencement of the debate. Does any member have a disclosable pecuniary interest to declare? Seems okay, Lynn?
Thank you, Chair. Chair, could I just ask you to welcome Jan Morris to the meeting as well? She's on the call as well. So
yeah, I didn't. I will apologise, even though I haven't had the opportunity to meet Jan, so I wouldn't have recognised it if her face had appeared in front of me. But if you are there, Jan, could I take this opportunity to formally welcome you to the Shropshire Fire Service. We're very, very pleased that you've joined us with your background, and I'm sure you will slot in straight away and fulfil the requirements of the post that you were given. I've heard a lot about your background, and you are the ideal person to be joining us at this particular time, I think, and we do wish you every success for the future. You've got a great authority to work with you and team, and I really do I want to have the opportunity to meet with you face to face at some point, whenever that might be, but in the meantime it will be via virtual looking at a screen and talking to you that way. But I do welcome you to the Shropshire Fire Service, so thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate that, and I look forward to working with you and meeting.
There you are. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
See you now. Yes. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, you will be of vital importance to us, particularly when we get onto subjects such as the Fire Alliance and so on, working together with Hereford and Worcester. So as with Dan, another vital member of our team that's had that background and slotted in with us, which will be vital for our future development. So thank you very much indeed, Jan.
Thank you.
Right. Public questions, Lynn, how many? 3, 4, 5, none?
None, Chair,
Okay,
surprisingly.
That's a surprise, but there you go. One of these days, never take it for granted. Right, we'll move on to item 4, which are the minutes of the meeting held on the 16th of December. Do I have a proposer and a seconder for those, please? Anybody want to propose and second? James Laver is proposing, I see. Did I see a seconder?
Councillor Minory as well, Chair.
Councillor Minory, okay. Right, well, we'll now have to conduct the vote now that they've been.
Thank you, Chair. Okay, so if members could just answer for, against or abstain as I call your name. Councillor Adams.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Blundell.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Carter.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Hartin.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Lavery is proposed. Councillor Mellings.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Minory seconded. Councillor Pardy.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Price.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Roberts.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Thompson.
For.
Thank you. And Councillor Wynne.
For.
Thank you, Chair. That vote is carried.
Thank you very much indeed, members. I will move on to item 5, and I'll bring in Chris Mellings on this one, who chairs the Strategy and Resources Committee meeting. Chris.
Thank you, Chairman. Chris Mellings, Chair of the Strategy and Resources Committee. I move the minutes of the committee meeting held on the 28th of January and the recommendations at 5, 7 and 8. As is usual this time of year, the budget elements are split into 2. So we're dealing with some of the recommendations at this point and the remaining ones later on in the meeting. Hopefully, members have had a chance to have sight and read the minutes that were circulated yesterday, and you will have also received papers 5A, 5B, and 5C as supporting papers to the 3 recommendations I referred to. So, subject to any questions or comment debate, I move the minutes be agreed and the recommendations.
Okay, do we have any comments to make, or any members want to comment before we ask for a proposal and seconder? Doesn't look like it. So were you proposing then, Paul?
I can propose or second.
Well, Paul Wynne proposed. Do we have a seconder? I'll second if you like.
Councillor Hartin.
Oh, okay. Councillor Hartin, right, okay.
Thank you, Chair.
And we'll go through the necessary procedure.
Thank you, Chair. Councillor Adams.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Blundell.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Carter.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Hartin seconded. Councillor Lavery.
For.
Thank you. Councillor Mellings.
4.
Councillor Minery.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Pardy.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Price.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Roberts.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Thompson.
4.
And Councillor Wynne proposed. So that's 4. Thank you. So that is agreed, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. This is where we go into item 6, which is for the exclusion of press and public for 2 items, and then we will be coming back in following that for item 9. So this is for decision. The members agree that under section 100A4 in the Local Government Act 1972, having been satisfied in all the circumstances of the case that the public interest in maintaining the exemption outweighs the public interest in disclosing this information. It is formally resolved that the press and public be excluded from the meeting for the following items of business on the grounds that they involve the likely disclosure of exempt information as defined in paragraph 3 of part 1, schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972. Do you have a proposal and a seconder for that? Keith Roberts. John Thompson. Okay, Lynn. Do we need to go back to you now, I think?
Yes, another vote, Chair. Councillor Adams.
Sorry, 4.
Thank you. Councillor Blundell.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Carter.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Hartin.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Lavery.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Mellings.
4.
Thank you. Councillor Minery.
4.
Thank you.